And I don't want to feel cramped anymore. I remember feeling cramped when I first moved from trading 2 screens to trading a laptop screen. But now I'm very comfortable with it, and I have all of my the stocks I look at on my screen. And what you're looking at now is the big charts. All the others are small charts. Whenever I'm focused on a chart, I put that symbol in the big chart. Right? And that's it, guys. Remember, we can't dictate what the first bar is going to be, so that's why it's not that necessary. You can just watch it as it happens. Now, look, Alt 1 is going to do 100 share lots for now. Alt 1 is the buy-in. Alt 3 is the short. All right? Alt 1 is the buy-in. Alt 3 is the short. Yes, I've done that many times. I've share my laptop. Yeah, I'll be sure. Absolutely. All right, let's go. All right. So things are not surprisingly gapping down. I showed you all 3 indices that have pressure on them. So most things are opening below the backboard. Remember, there's no anticipation in the first minute. Be relaxed. There's nothing to be nervous about. There's nothing to be on edge about. And we're going to let something come to us. We're not going to look for it. I don't like you looking. You're going to keep an eye on MU. MU. I want you to keep an eye on MU. Here it is. Okay? It's almost like you want something to call your name. All right? Just want to try that again. All right, we passed the first minute. All right? Oh, I'll move that up here. All right, I want you to short 100 shares MU, short 100 shares MU. All 3. Short 100 shares MU. I want you to type your entry price in. All right, type your entry price in. Let's see what you're doing here. You're going that way. All right, 49.22. Did you do that really tight? Okay. I'm done. Let's go, guys. Okay. Now, what we're going to do here, guys, is I'm going to switch this to use maximum loss per trade, right? So we're going to use $300 today as a maximum loss per trade. So that means that MU has to go up $3 for you to get stopped out. So crazy. It's not coming to me. It's not coming to me. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Ooh! Ooh! That's nice. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Ooh. Oh. Wow, I think I'll look at this. Boom! Ooh. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. You do it. Yes. All right, guys, you'll be doing that. You'll be doing that. That's actually something I don't want you to actually. I just did. I don't want you to do that. All right, guys, we're going to just follow the formula, right? You know what to do. We're going to follow the formula. So if we break below the screen, you're going to add 1 lockdown, right? That's the formula. Now I was actually hoping that this would go up here, and we add up here somewhere. Because I'm going to show you how. Hey, looks like we get that too. Things are strong. Facebook's all the way back. I want to show you how. Usually, if you got position right, you do have position right, right? So you give yourself some room, okay? Usually still be okay. I also want to show you how you can create almost a brand new trade with your ads. Let's see if anyone gives me the opportunity to show that. Is there anyone else doing something else? Is there anyone else doing something else? Yeah, Cisco short now. All right. God, I love this game. I love this game. I love it. I love this game. Sure. Down. Down. Sure. Boom. 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 And you're in Twitter long. Now, where did you go along that? I'm really curious about that. Where would you go along, sir? Uh, 42.70. So you buy, do I teach you to buy this 100 grams like that under 200 grams? Do I teach you that? Like how is that buy? Based on what I saw. You see how you lose yourself? So you're under the fat floor. You're in the trap zone. You're buying in the trap zone right at 200 grams. That's well, all right. Listen, my advice to you: stay away from the trap zone. That's my advice. At least in the beginning, no matter what, just stay away from it. There's so many things outside the trap zone. So many. You just don't have to make the game harder for yourself. But I will tell you that over time, this is a losing strategy. It's not whether it's going to make money now or not. That's not the point. And a lot of people want to show the exceptions. Oh, look at this one. So what? I'm telling you what happens over time. Over time, people in the casino lose money. But you can point to an exception. Wow, look at that person. He won a jackpot. So what? Over time, people in the casino lose money. So I would just prefer that you keep your game as simple as possible. If I tell you that the trap zone is your most troublesome zone, and you just play the trap zone, then I don't know. I see violence, right? It's not back and forth. You see this back and forth. This is back and forth. Violence is bottom. I'll show you what violence is. That's violence. There's nothing back and forth about that. It's just straight up. It's not some neutral bar at first, and then this, and then that. It's straight up and powerful. Like someone punches you into last week. That's what violence is. It's not hesitant. It doesn't waffle. The reason why I said that I don't want you doing what I do, what I did. I just scalp here. I don't just scalp right now. I'm not teaching you to scalp. But okay, violence. I went against violence. Right at the swing average here, and the round number, right? Okay, you got a round number, swing average in the same area, and it's going to come out halfway because this violence is not going to be broken. So boom, that move got 37 hours. But that's a scalp. Scalping is when you know you're going against the power. You scalp, you shorten your goal. All right. All right. So anyone's talking here. Focus here. Get on the. Oh, this looks awesome. Right? These are good experiences. So, guys, I want to introduce to you, I want you to do it today. But I want, and you, this is why I always need a live market to give you more detail, right? So I want to introduce to you something that I want you to experiment with. Okay, listen carefully. Right? Carefully, my information. But I want you to experience. I don't want to make it mandatory for you, but I need you to have this in your tool bag. Okay? Please understand this. I don't want to force it on you, but I want you to have this in your tool bag. I want you to experiment with it, or at least watch it, and you make a decision whether you want to use it or not. But it is in your tool bag. It's called the two color rule. Okay, the two color rule. Okay? Two color rule. Okay? Now, the two color rule is, be short here. Your color is the color red. That's your color. You're red team. Your color shows up next on the third bar, and it gets ignored. Boom. Just one. Your color shows up the second time on the fifth bar, and gets ignored. Traders who abide by the two color rule get out of the trade. If they get two of the colors that do not go and get ignored, they're out. That's the two color rule. But this rule doesn't work well for everyone. It's not universal. That's why I want you to experiment with it. And so, have you experimented with it? Like right now, we have it, this would be out on the two color rule. This out. If you don't, traders don't apply that. They say, no, I'm not going to do that. The traders are like, look, if I join, if I connect my gap, I'm not even halfway into the gap. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this. And so, no, I'm not applying color. It's not something I want to make mandatory, but it's something I want you to be aware of. All right? And you determine whether you want to experiment with that, whether you want to not do it. And just go with your maximum stop, whatever. And it's asking, will $50 be a good place for adding one lot? Is part of the strategy I taught you added 50? Is that strategy? Is that tactic? Mm-hmm. You see how you can lose yourself? There's only two mandatory ads. All right? There's only two mandatory ads. So, where are we coming up with this stuff already? This is what I mean. You can easily lose yourself. Say, oh, yeah, going over formula. Listen, I want you to try, guys. Just add one lot. Can you add one lot right here? Add one lot to your play. Just add one lot. That's fine. Now, what's your average price? Take your average price and what's your average price? This is like someone's go higher level. This is okay. 0.30, 0.37, so you're here now. So we can move it to here. All right. In this area. All right. Okay, I see the JD. Remember, we're using maximum loss. We're using maximum loss of 300. All right? That's what we're using. So, guys, the way you have to mentally deal with your stops is that you're not, I did a video on this, right? You're not at a loss until your stop is hit. So the platform lies to you. It's the same on the profit side. Like if I see $800, that's on a trade. If I see plus $800, I don't react to that. That's not real. Until I get my gain. Until I get my profit taking area. That's not a real $800. Until you hit your stop, that's not a real negative on your platform. You define what loss is in your stop. And keep in mind, that's the proper mindset. That's not letting the P&L or the money move you or make you react to it. Right? This is still seconds as well. And the reason why this one's so guys, we got like over 8 down here. This is one high. But it's okay, so let's see if I can get you in another one at the same time. Maybe we can work both. So the other one's to be maybe with an event stop. So we have a maximum loss play and an event play. Don't forget your 3-point checklist: position, color, trend. Remember, off the open, you don't have trend. Okay, you don't have trend off the open. So you're already starting the day with 1x, right? In this play, we got position, and when we took the play, we had color. So as long as you have 2 checks, even if you lose, you're not wrong. It's not bad. It's not a wrong play. There's nothing to change, nothing to tweak, nothing to worry about. You keep your plays 2 to 3 checks. Trust me, over time, you're a winner. You understand? Over time, you're a winner. But I want you to be careful. I want you to be aware, guys. I want you to be aware of how easily it is to lose everything. I'm not talking about money tricks. I'm talking about everything you spent your valuable weekend on. The market turns on, and you lose it all, and revert right back to the garbage. It's easy. I want you to check your garbage at the door. All the nonsense that you've learned out there, read on the freaking internet. Think you can learn how to trade off the internet? Really? Seriously? Check it at the door. Everything you heard, everything you thought, everything you believed in the past, check it at the door. Let me see. That's here. All right, guys, here is an example of your excessive gap, right? You feel like, hey, that's just ridiculous. That's like multiple elements, right? So you're way up there. You don't think long. You think a little short. Oh. Here's your mandatory first add. So low green. If you took this play on this neutral bar, here's your mandatory first add. If you win this bar, this is your mandatory first add. Don't forget what you're supposed to do with your gap. You're supposed to build it in these mentally. Don't forget that. It brings clarity back into the scenario. Over that. Guys, you're gonna do one more lot here. Do one more lot. 127. What's that? We got 3 lots now. Okay. Your average is around 0.50. Okay. Tough morning to find 11 guys. Whoa, it is a tough morning. And so many things outside the price range too. So I was gonna wait to do this. Maybe I'll do it now. We're waiting here. JD. Some of you had it here on the GDI, right? It's not technically wrong, but I want you to be very aware of something. I want you, after a pullback, to be aware of when you're adding in new low territory. You understand? Like you want your add here, right? But you don't want your add there in new low territory. You're in new low territory here. Remember, you're ignoring the tails from lows and highs, right? So be careful with that. This is your add if you already were short. Or if it's your first play, you're still playing what has happened before in a way. You know? So it's not technically wrong. It's just one of those nuances I should be aware of. Does that make sense? All right. All we are is honest players. That's it. You can't be 100%, but can you be 80%? Yes. All right. Just looking for what happens more often than not. Okay, so when you are 3 cents away from your break even, control down arrow twice. Control down arrow twice. But you must be 3 pennies away from your break even price. If you get there. This is still looks like higher than actually. Remember I told you that. Green bars shoot the power this way. We do have some distance away from it, we'll see. I've always said that trading should be called sitting or waiting. Because if a trade lasts 18 minutes, from start to finish, 18 minutes, let's say. Some trades last longer, some trades last shorter. If a trade lasts 18 minutes, how much of that, this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 12. So this is 35 minutes. We're 35 minutes into the trade. How much of the 35 minutes was your responsibility? You did the button 3 times, right? 1, 2, 3. How much time is that of the 35 minutes? 10 seconds. That's right, maybe less. But it doesn't feel like you don't do much, right? Because the market's playing you. It feels like you do so much more. But it's all mental. It's mental anguish. It's nervousness, it's fears, it's jitters. But you really don't do much. So you should be sitting back and relaxing. You're not at negative 300. So there's nothing to do there. When it's time to add, you add. Boom. And it's time to adjust, which we're going to talk about today. Stop adjustments. So there's only 4 things that you do in trade. There's only 4 things. You add when you're supposed to. You adjust. You stop when you're supposed to. Okay. You take profits when you're supposed to. Or you get stopped out. Stop out. That's it. So whenever you're in doubt, I don't know what to do. Okay, it's time to add. Okay, no. Is it time to adjust the stop, which will cover? No. Are you in profit taking point? No. Are you being stopped out? No. Then you do nothing. That is correct. That is correct. That is correct. All right, I have just short start. Let's take a look. Same should be right. Let's see. Where's your stop? Where's your stop? What do you mean that? Oh, you went short. You went short here. Okay, and this your stops here. All right. Okay, now the trade's not yours anymore, right? The trade belongs to your process. So here it is. Here's again. Is it time to add? Is it time to adjust the stop? Are you being stopped out? Is it profit taking point? You only have 4 things to do. You just wait. Sit. Did you add to it yet? That's what starts you already added. All right. Just like MU was the next that we're going down. This fat bar there. That's protecting things right now. Right? Fat bars shoot power this way. That's why the very best moves up. So we're under, right? So we're under. But the very best moves up. Oh, shoot. The very best moves up don't have power bars in them. These are power bars. And we have some work to do. All right, guys. Let's see if we do this. You got short one lot of Microsoft. This is not the best player. It's got to be doing something. That's right. It's easier. Short 100 Microsoft event based stop here. All right, now we match with this. I need an event based stop trade for this. All right, and just stop out. You stop out. It's just trending. So in reality, you have position. Okay, you have position. Right now, this color. Okay, I'm gonna give you color. The trend, no, this is not trend. But it's a 2-check trade. So over time, taking 2-check trades making money. Maybe not this one. That's okay. But over time, you make money. And it is a numbers game. This is a numbers game. It's like poker. You don't win every hand, but if you're really good, you usually get the championship table in the finale. I was asking in the MU play, do you check other time frame chart because MU reached the 200 on the back of the 15-minute chart? I just believe that my encouragement is that you don't use multiple time frames. Not now in your development. All this will do is make you a very skittish, doubtful, unsure trader because it will always be something on another time frame. I mean, always. It'll make you doubt. And it's not good for your development. It's not good for becoming better and more seasoned. Wow, what the heck is this? So I know that I'm not saying that they don't have, that the other time frames don't have value. It's just that it's sort of like, it's like this. When you're teaching young kids basic arithmetic, right? Which is, arithmetic is 1 plus 1 equals 2. But if you really go into higher mathematics, super higher mathematics, 1 plus 1 doesn't necessarily equal 2. But do you, for the development of your child's understanding of math, do you introduce that yet? No. Same thing with multiple time frames. For the sake of development, it slows traders down. It makes it harder to progress. That's why I don't like, that's why you don't see me focus on a lot. But it has value, but it trips you up more in the end. And here's another thing I want you to be careful about. Stop looking for a lot of reasons your trade didn't work. Oh my God, if that's not the most annoying thing. Every trade doesn't work. It's reality. Stop looking for a reason that life is life. Just make sure you're following your plan. That to me is a winning trade. Not whether you have green or red at the end of the trade. It's more, did I follow my plan? Because you can make money the wrong way too. That will kill you. In the end, that will destroy you, making money the wrong way. Eventually it catches up to you. Right? But there's not a reason for life to be life all the time. There's not a reason for every trade not working. That's just life. That's why we got stops. That's it. Move on. Is it valid to tweak the plan to enter in the first pullback? Oh, that's the question. You mean like not to trade off the open? Is that what you mean? All right. Okay. Yes. Okay. So he's just asking, is it okay to not take the opening trade and to wait for the pullback trade? Yes. Yes, it is okay. That is okay. It's something that I usually explain today, so I'll take this opportunity. This is something I explain in the third day in freaking. I'll take the opportunity to do it now. You know the formula where there's you're playing the elephant. Let's just play here. You're playing the elephant or tail off the open, and then mandatory adds on the first RBI and the first pullback, right? So let's say let's just create one here. You're playing the elephant bar off the open or the tail bar off the open. Now then there's the pullback, which is your mandatory add, right? So here's your elephant play. You should come on this elephant plus, and here's your mandatory add on the first pullback. Okay, so you're saying, can you skip this one and just wait for this one? That's called pullback trading, right? And the answer is yes. And I actually encourage that. If you're getting beat up off the open, like my God, man, I'm just getting completely destroyed off the open. All right, you do two things. You go to playing the first pullback, pullbacks that say in the top of about 50%, and you play those. You also revert to RBIs and GBIs. So you drop these, you drop the opening big bar plays. Remember, elephants and tails are big bar plays. So when you lose on these, you're gonna lose healthy, right? You're gonna lose healthy on these. Okay. But you're gonna use your trading results. If you're getting beat up, you go to safety mode. Safety mode is RBIs and GBIs, and you can play pullbacks. That's safety mode. When you get yourself back, you start to get back into the flow. You start to put strings and nice trades together, and you feel better. And I want you going back to trading that open. Don't drop it forever, because you will be cutting your pay. You will be missing some of the best trades of your life. All right? Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. So let me stop just experiencing a pullback here. Oh. Okay. What else here? All right, guys, your stops in place on Microsoft. Swing game there. Your stops in place on the new swing game there. So it's on Dallas. Sloppy game. GD sloppy. Microsoft sloppy. Always looking. All right, guys. So listen, I'm going to stop here with Microsoft. That's what you do. You do one bar, go 2 bar out, 1 penny above the break bar. Just practice it. It's okay. I used to have drills. I used to have stop out drills. The traders when I have office, we have stop out drills, stop out contests. This is what the traders and trade that focus on stop out. Is like who got the price exactly the penny price they were supposed to get on stop out. That's the beauty of our plan. We know exactly the penny where we should be acting. If you're buying 1 penny above the elephant, you should try to get that 1 penny above the elephant. If you're buying 1 penny above the RBI, you should try to get that 1 penny above the RBI. Of course, you busy, you go to the next penny, next penny. Just don't chase that 2 bar, but you know, to have these contests because there's not enough shares at each one of those prices, right? For everybody to fill. So who got beaten to the pool of liquidity? These are execution drills. These are drills where they were losing trade drills, right? So I would say, all right, the next trade you have to lose exactly $47 and 20 cents. Now go. If you know how much skill it requires to lose exactly $47 and 20 cents, it's actually the highest level of skill. How many shares do you start to trade off with? 300, 200, 100? When do you add to the play? When do you start taking some shares off so that you can ease into that 47.20 number? It brings in all of the talents required of the trading. Trade management, size management, timing, execution. It's a powerful drill, powerful exercise. Let me look here. Jared, did you play this long off the binding tail bar? Zero, maybe not. Zero, this might be a big trader. No, this ain't those. Okay, what's your negative on MU, guys? What's your negative on MU? Give me an update. What's your position on MU? Negative. That one way. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna make this a little tight. All right, guys. You ready? Short 3 laps right now. Boom, boom. Great, right now. Maybe just saying, 300 come faster with a break. Okay. Break even. Okay, Microsoft. Nothing here. You guys, when you get three, you have now 6 lots. 6 lots, right? Yes. And then you. Okay. So I want you coming out 4 lots at break even. Okay. So when you get 3 cents before break even, control down 4 times. Boom, boom, boom. All right. When you just 3 cents before, wherever your break even is 0.67, you'll do it at 0.70. Boom, boom, boom. Control down 4 times. Down arrow. If your break even is at 65, you're gonna do it at 68. 3 cents ahead. Control down 3 pennies. Get ready. Guys, I'm gonna go silent for a minute. Don't think I'm done. Okay, guys. Back. Sorry about that. And what was your break even? And what was your break even? 49.65. But did you get that? 49.87 was your break even? Okay, interesting. All right, well, we got the game plan, right? 3 cents before, sorry, break even. It's just that things have gone down this year, guys. So that's why we need like 10 sessions here. We need different market environments. We need experience with different market environments. If you with the 2 remaining lots, try to make some money. So once you're coming out of 4 lots on break even, try to make some money on 2 lots. All right, guys, on Microsoft. We go to Microsoft. Guys, game plan on Microsoft. Where's the entry price on Microsoft, guys? Quickly. 35. All right, guys. This. All right, kill Microsoft. Get out of Microsoft. No, wait. We need there. Control down arrow. Control down arrow Microsoft. Control down arrow for your lot Microsoft. Tell me where you put that. Tell me where that order is put. Okay. Let's see what we get. Guys, if you break 30, kill the trade. If you break 30, kill the trade. You're breaking 30 now. You're ready to break 30. Boom, out. Yeah. All right, so the first one was trying to get Bill down here, but not boom. You're not above this bar here. All right, so we're all out of Microsoft. Yes, down, out. All right, cool. MU. Now, some of you have achieved break even. Some of you get break even on the MU. Almost 2 months left. All right, so those of you who haven't, what are your break evens right now? What's your price? What's your break even price? 65. All right, okay, so you guys are there. But your orders are sitting at 65 already, right? Or whatever your break even is, right? Your orders are sitting there, right? Okay. This looks like it's going to kiss your break even, blow a kiss, say bye bye. Then blow a kiss at your break even. And say, oh, hola, hola. It's so interesting how that happens. Comes right to your break even. He says, no, that's it. All right, 66s. 66s are gone. We're going there. Okay, yeah. Around 65s. Guys, I do want to show you. Look at your level 2, right? And look at mine. Look at yours. And look at mine. You see the difference? And you? Look at you. I'm not talking about the prices. Look at the levels. You see the difference? All right. Difference, right? So, look, when you go live, your data is going to be different. You have real professional data now. It's just not at the ultimate level. Right? That would be too expensive for you. I can't do that to you. All right? You got the break even now? Yeah. Yeah. You got your break even? Yeah. All right. So where's your break even? Oh, you got profits. Nice. Okay. 2 lots left. Let's see if you can make money with 2 lots. Let's see. But, so guys, there are different tiers of data, right? And so once you graduate and go live, you go to a different tier of data. So one of the ways you can determine if a trade is live or not is in the data. You understand what I'm saying? Like you'll see a different level of data. You follow what I'm saying, guys? But I don't want you to focus on that type of stuff too much. I think it's good to understand, all right, okay, there are different levels of data. The data is where your cost is as a trader, guys. The platform is small. Most platforms today range anywhere between, well, Sterling is my favorite platform in the world. That's my favorite trading platform. But I had to sacrifice using Sterling because it's so expensive for you guys. It's like $350 a month. But that's the fact. I have my choice from all of them on server. I hope Fusion's not listening to me, but I've been working with Fusion, I've been working with Fusion for 20 years, right? In the last 10 years, the most involved with them because we became the largest users of Fusion in the world. But for Sterling, man, that would be a platform that I would just all on if I could. But it was 90 guys on cost. So now because we're the largest users of Fusion, right? Because we're the largest users of Fusion, we get a price that no one else can get. That really makes sense. So your data, guys, your data alone is like 150. You understand? And the platform is 125. So if you put those two costs together, so your data going into the platform, that's charged by your exchanges, your stock exchange, the NASDAQ, they charge for your data. They're not in business to not charge you. There's nothing free on Wall Street. So 150 is for your data, and data can go up as much as $450. But your data is 150, your platform is 125. All right? And this is low data. This is like a range of data. And I might be even a little too low with that data. Bill will be able to tell me. Bill, am I right with this data? Is that about the right cost 150 for the data holder? Or am I too low with that? No, I see Bill here around all these. Actually, anyway, so put these two costs together, and this is roughly what your this is roughly what your cost of this is this. Right? Now that's not a big cost if you're a profitable trader. That's not it. So this is like a bottle of wine, and this is like dinner. Once. So it's not like it's a big cost if you're a profitable trader. But a lot of novice people don't understand professional costs of trader. And a lot of people think that platforms are free. How do you make a $40 million platform and give it away for free? Like how is that? Like what kind of business model is that? It's just not gonna happen. No platforms are free. You're paying for it one way or the other. So you're either paying a $10 commission, a $5 to $10 commission per trade, which is astronomical. And you're paying 100 times the platform fee. All right? Or you're paying something like 60 cents a trade. So which one do you want? This one? You want them to call your platform fee and charge you $10? Or listen, you take your platform, I'll charge you 60 cents. Give me 60 cents. I'll take care of my own platform fee. I'm gonna pay you 100 times the platform fee. You guys understand what I'm saying? The professional world is different. It's a la carte. The novice world, they lump it all together and charge them like 10 times more. All right. All right, so guys, give me an update on the MU. Where are we? Who's flat? Who's flat in you? Who's out? All right. All right. All right. So I want to talk about this for a second, guys. Look, what are you supposed to do with your gaps? Let's go there. We know that position is the most powerful thing. So here's how we do this. 50% is a zone, more or less. It's not specific, right? As troublesome as this was with these power bars, I like it. I like these power bars. I'm like, okay, we're going to be in for we're going to have to put some time into this. I knew that because of power bars. It would be nice if it just bounced gradually, but it didn't give us power bars. We had to get away from these power bars for it to start working. So it's here. Boom, boom, boom. Had you drill it? Boom, boom. You can't even go here. Boom, right? But not here so much. I already did one just to keep our average price in control. Okay, we did another here. But here, I want you to drill it because we have now time away from the problem. This is the problem here, these big bars. You understand? But at the same time, guys, we're calm. Why? We're still freaking the bottom 50% in reality. And this is how you put things together. You know, you keep these solid concepts. You should have them written down on a piece of paper. Tape it to your laptop or your computer screen or something. 50% concept, position, color, trend. Don't forget these things. They keep you solid. Every place not going to win. So understand that. And don't look for reasons all the time. Just take your loss and move to the next trade. It's another game. Right? And also what we did was I taught you something very professional. So I taught like when I teach you, what we did was very professional. What we did, we started off with an average cost around here. And we just methodically moved it up just to keep it under control. So the next one we moved up here, and the average cost is here. And we kept inching that average cost up until it was the right moment to strike. Boom! And this drop is something like that. All right, now, that is the way market makers trade. That's a market maker's approach. Professional market makers trade just like that. Why is that? Let me explain to you. 90% of the world wants to buy, and we're going to buy from, so market makers have to sell the shares, right? So you're on the side. Bad news is the stock market crash is going on, then everything 90% of the world wants to sell, then who are they going to sell to? The market makers are supposed to be the upside. Now, so as the stock is going up, I'm getting more and more negative. But see, my responsibility is only 100 shares that you sell. Now, there's many other market makers, but my minimum is 100 shares. I don't have to do more than that. So that's what makes it kind of a license to take money. So I sell 100 and then I lift my next sell, control up. Sell another 100, lift my sell, control up. This is how learning to do this has caused me to teach you how to do it on your keys, right? Using the control key. Then I control up again, 100. So I'm moving my average price up higher and higher. So that when the turn happens, let's say like this, I get a boom and then boom, top and tail bar. Now, boom, now I'm doing thousands of shares here, thousands, boom, boom, boom. And I'm bringing my average up here like this. Now my average is here, and all this stock has to do is drop. Boom, I'm profit. See? And so this is exactly what we did here. We started our average price here, and we moved it like just under 40. We moved it up again. We kept moving it up until it's time to drill it here. And now this move, gosh, most of your money back. Most of yours, or break even, most of your money back. Does that make sense? And that is appears to you. Right? Now, as you go live and your account is bigger and bigger, you will be deploying this more and more. But you want to make sure you're doing it in the right position. Right? Because position helps you the most. Out of all things, position helps you the most. That's why I always start off with it. What's your position? That helps you the most on average. And then color helps you the second most. Trend actually helps you the least, believe it or not. But it's important. They're all good. All right. All right, so let's see if we can do something else here. It's just everything's going to look flat. Guys, everything's going to flat. It's a little tricky. Let's see, flat. Look, RMU, flat. JD, flat. Everything's flat. All right, here's what you should next. Okay, I'm going to give you a list of stocks that I think you should have. You should choose from this list. You should choose certain things from this list and make a different stocks. Let's do that now. All right, I'm going to show you this list here. I'm using things I look at occasionally. This is not my family. So I'm just going to start with anything. So JD, of course. All right, JD, that's one. Okay, JD. And I want you to, is there Twitter? Twitter. I love Twitter now. I love the price range of Twitter. My favorite price range for you guys, I'd say 38 to 45. I like that price range. Let's call it 35 to 45. I just love that price range. It's high enough to get some nice movement at times, and it's also low enough so that you can do exactly what we did. You know? Okay. And you, of course. Right. Netflix. Should I add Netflix to your list? Yeah. No, tease them. Somebody got really excited. Oh, Netflix. No, stop that. I know. You got excited. Um, X is too low. Like, I don't like these X. You need an act of God for it to move. I don't like it. Too low. I don't like things so much below 25. You know, all right. You can do you can do WFC. WFC. And that's what I think you should all have at least one bank in your family. All right. You should have at least one bank in your family. WFC is a bank stock. So WFC. Has WDC got her? All right, WDC. I like the video. Now that's a power train, guys. See that? Ooh, that's a power train. Split the baby. Split the baby. Now, guys, I'm going to keep these symbols here. Check this out. Let's go over this for a second. This is good. I love teaching you guys like this because we can use live things, right? All right, so you got position. You got L plus. You should be in this line, right? L plus. You got position. You should probably try to get over that backward. But if you can't, then you got to do it. I understand. Sometimes you just have to if you want to trade, right? You're shorting on the first elimination range. So let's say you two last here. Then boom. Oh, shoot. Oliver says, I got 2 power bars in a row. It ignored my color twice. But I'm going to stick with it. So I got 2 power bars. Here's a power bar. And here's a power bar. And here's my color. And here's my color. And they both got to go. Shoot. All right. Now, if I don't get out now, I'm just going to have to wait for it here. Because these power bars are away from these power bars, right? So remember I told you adding next to a power bar is often not the time, right? It's not the time yet. Let me kind of get a little bit further away here. So now you got, I'm declining swing, and now I'm eliminating green. That's a little further away from power. I'm going to take slow. And you get your move. See? So eventually, I should have say something other than that. But eventually, traders, over time, if you're playing the right position comes to the rescue. Not every time. But it is the most important factor. So you're in trouble here with these bars. This is trouble. But position overpowered eventually. You never really broke the swing. You know? When is it the right moment to trade stops beyond 60s? Well, guys, buy 100 WDC. Buy 100 WDC. Go down 100 right here. Let's take this experience. Yeah. Buy 100 WDC. And then type your price in. James, that's because great minds think alike. All right, okay. Now, you're going to do the base stop. You're going to do the stop at the new low. That's here, all right? Or you can consider here with a 2-bar stop, right? 2-bar stop. Yeah, so underneath that with 2-bar stop. Right? Underneath that with 2-bar stop. Now, what we're doing, look at your distance, okay? And also look at your time. When time matches distance and you get violence, this is a beautiful scenario. Ooh, I love this game. Now, if we stop out, once you practice in that 2-bar stop out, I want to see how accurately you get filled on your stop out, 1 penny below the bar that breaks. This is critical. If we get stopped out. Guys, I want you to understand that for me, the most important thing for me to see is how you stop out. Like, how you make money is important, but it is less important to me in the end. Because how you stop out is another way of saying, how do you protect my money? So, I want you to protect my money first and make money second. You know, so I'm always interested, how does the trader stop out? Like, listen, guys, we had a trader, I know you'll know the same, right? So we had a trader who was the stop out king. Like, guys, I'm literally, in 10 years, no one has ever stopped out maximum loss more than this trader ever in the history of the company. But he would have 4 or 5 lucky days where he would just buy all his lots at the open the first 2 or 3 seconds and just walk away. And either he stopped out max, which happened a lot, or he would get sometimes a huge win because it would be a play that just trend all day long, right? Now, I don't, is that trading or is that going to casino like open every day, putting everything black on black, black, everything, boom? That's not trading, right? So, that's a casino. But if you pull out certain trades, they look very impressive, right? If guys, control up arrow, one lot, control up arrow, one lot, control up arrow, report the price that you get, place that. This is all for practice, guys, it's all for practice. Okay? Practicing execution, practicing those keys, practicing coming out on control. I like, you can't always come out on control. Let me tell you that story. So, it's possible for a trader to actually have a winning streak, a big winning streak at the casino. It's possible for a trader to hit a period in the market with a casino approach that rewards, but it's still a casino approach. And I'm not going to give you my money. Anyone who just walks up to the market in the first few seconds and just randomly throws all the money I give them at the market and say, I don't care if it stops out. That's not the spirit of this program. So whenever my risk managers give me the report of traders that are starting to do really well, they're running well, they're approaching graduation very well. I then start looking at how they lose. I don't have time to do it all the time. It's only when I get the report of traders approaching graduation. All right, now let's drill down into how they lose. It's not that I don't want you graduating. It's just that's the most important thing, how you lose. All right? Because when it comes to the real world, I need you to be an expert loss taker. Otherwise, you're going to bankrupt me. Okay. Yes, I'm coming to do that. All right. All right, so, okay, that's cool trade. Guys, now, I may have you get out of place, and I'm saying it's not just today, but even on future trading sessions here, I'm going to have you come out of place before you're supposed to come out, but that's just to get you practicing the executions, practicing the control up, your control down, your control right. Like, I need that. I need some of that practice in here. But we're not going to always get out when we're supposed to get out. Okay? Because in reality, what you can do here is start big barring. All right? Okay. Wait. All right, that's it. So let's continue building on this. JD, that's where we got MU, we got WFC, we got WDC, right? And we can add Cisco there. Yeah, add Cisco there. Yeah, okay, add Cisco. We can do eBay. Just a list to choose from. eBay. Right. KO, Oracle, yeah, Oracle. See. Let's take a look at something here. Yeah, right. Yeah, Oracle, we'll do that. Now, guys, let's see here. Z, yeah. This is okay. It's getting a little up there, but yeah. VZ, it's okay. Now, guys, you should listen. This is what you need to do. Let's go Cola. Yeah, okay. Well, look, what I want you to do is you have these price ranges, right? You got 25 to, let's call it 60. Now, I want you to have, so you can have 1 or 2 at the upper ends, right? and 1 or 2 at the bottom end, and let some sprinkled through the price range. See what I'm saying? So, have a 30, have a 40, have a 50, or have a couple in each price range. Try to spread it out over the different price range. This will give you the best overall trading experiences. Don't have all $20 stocks. You follow what I'm saying, guys? Is Uber available to us? Is Uber available to us or something like that? Uber's not sure, so I wouldn't do it because why do you want to play stock? You can't short it. You need to be able to go both ways. All right. All right. So, build your list for this, and if you have a favorite one, fine. It's not on this stock. But it's more the price range, and you want the stock to have some movement. One of the ways I take a look at 60 in the chart. Does the stock have movement on 60? Like, do I see big bars on 60? Big bars on 60 mean they can move, right? The stock can have an hour-long move, which is nice. See? Which means that it can trend. You want stocks that are able to trend. You take a look at Microsoft. Look at the hourly bars. See? Powerful. This is a stock that can really move and trend for you when you catch it right. Oh, I put AMD. Did I put AMD? Yeah, you should. Yeah, AMD's a good one. I'm sure. Yeah, see, at times when it moves, it can have a nice power hour. That's what we call it, power hour. You have a power hour. A lot of traders ask, how do you choose which stocks have good movements? I'm teaching you now. Hours are. Do you get regularly occurring power hours? Power hours. Well, QCon is out of the price range. Is it not? Is it above $60? So we get the answer is. All right. SLB? Yeah, SLB is fine, absolutely. But let's go see how we try. There are power hours. Even though this is trend, this is frustrating, I can see it. Let me just see. Yeah. Like it takes so long. That's why I don't like trading oil stocks very much. There's certain sectors I don't like. Hey, when you move, wow, you move, but most of the time it's boring. All right. Cool. Guys, look at this Roku off 200 today. Oh my God, look at this thing. You see that? See? Look at that. Power surge. Now you understand why this is my heavy play? Boom, 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 boom. Why? All right, check this out. You've got power, right, shooting to the right on the green bar. And you have power on the 200 supporting you up. So don't worry. I'm your ultimate support. So the support from the bar and the support from the 200 creates extra security. I just love it. Love it. Now, here's a little hidden RBI. See that? Oh, not this one, too far away. Sorry. Not that one. Here's your first pullback, and for that, stays inside 50%. Here's your new high. Whale complete. Boom, boom, boom. Now the nature of the stock changes right after the whale complete. Crazy. I don't know where you learned this, guys, if you weren't here, but I'm glad you're here. I used to take snapshots of these. Even when I played them, not take a snapshot. And I used to have a book, and this is how you know this, right? I would take a snapshot of this, and I would have sections of a blank book, right? And I would literally take that of the book titled 200 MA power plays, right? And so in that section would go all 200 power plays. So on the weekends, I would just flip through the book. Hundreds of these things I would collect. And each one of my plays, I had hundreds of examples of it. And what it would do is it would just make it so powerfully clear in my mind, right? That when I see it and the market is live, I don't think about it. I've seen this thousands of times. I don't doubt, I don't hesitate. I think it's a great practice. Collecting your plays. Collecting images, collecting charts that represent your plays, hundreds of them. You understand what I'm saying, guys? On occasion, flip through them. Now today, you can just drop these things in a folder on your desktop. Even if you don't play them, yes. I mean, when I'm teaching you on the weekend, did you play any of those? If it means you understand. Right? It's a great practice. Guys, can you do NVIDIA or is it out of your range? I think it's out of your range, huh? No, I want you to do it. I want you to do it. No. Out of your range, right? Okay. Look at the NVIDIA open here. So some traders would say, here's how you judge. This is why I love the marketing open. It makes me remember things I want to get to you. And always have your pen ready, or your recorder, or whatever. But these are concepts I need you to retain. Okay. So, all right, look, we got a gap down in the look at the tight outward. It's very tight outward. Right? We got a gap down. Now, some traders say they don't know how to judge if a gap down is big enough to play long. Like, is this excessive enough to play long? It's a simple trick. I'm gonna solve it for you right now. Cut the gap in half. Now ask yourself, from this point to this point, would that gain make you say, yes, nice trade, yeah? Or would it make you say, okay, it's a gain, but nothing right about it. Okay. If it makes you say, nice trade, it's big enough. All right, 170.25 to 179.25, that's $1. 2,000 shares, it's me $4,000. Nice trade. It's big enough. Now, it doesn't mean that you take it halfway. That's how you judge. You might take the play, take your profits up here and swing more. You take the conservative approach halfway. That doesn't mean you automatically get out halfway. It doesn't mean that. You follow your trailing systems. We're going to cover it a little bit. Boom. All right. Boom. 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 I got orders right up into that swing. Right up into that floor. They're waiting there. See? You know this. Make sense? Splitting the gap in half. Seeing it halfway is proper low enough for you to be happy. Then it's big enough gap to go the other way. You get a sigma. But, guys, I'm going to let's take a 7 break. Okay, let me show you Microsoft. I like this. I like this. This is a lot of power here, right? This Microsoft gives a lot of power here, and it rips through all of this. See? So now, in a way, it's a brand new trade. Just go back. Your entry is in the top 50% of the power, but you still the position, still not 100% your friend, but the concept is what you see. You know? All right, okay. Let's take a 7 break. Let's come back at 11 0 times up. Okay. Now you're down here this low. So check this out. Now you get this power bar, right? That's problem number 1. Okay. Now look at problem number 2. 1 red bar, that's your color. It gets ignored. 2 red bars, that's your color. It gets ignored. Some traders will kill right there. But I'm sure Andrew, you killed it up here, right? That's usually what happens. Mistakes lead to maximums. All right. But all right, these are all the lessons. These are all the lessons. Remember that 2 color rule though. Some traders find it helpful, some traders don't do it. Again, like I said, I don't want to force on you, but I want you to be aware of it. You should keep track of it so that you know what? I think this is for me. I think this 2 color rule keeps my losses more control. Or, I think this 2 color rule makes me miss too many opportunities. But it's different for every trader. That's why I don't force it on you. All right. All right. Let's talk about stop adjustments. Don't worry about losing plays. I told you that if today's a loss, you can get it removed. I don't want you to, I mean, that takes programming, right? So it's going to take some time, but you keep a record of the day and it'll eventually get done. If you're this positive day, you want to keep it, that's fine. All right, so look, stop adjustments. There are 7 stop adjustments. 7 stop adjustments. So we're going to cover them right now. Part 1, break even. Break even stop adjustment. All right. When do you break even? Well, it's simple. Whenever you get a right to take your first profit, you can move your stop to break even on any remaining shares. So what does that mean? If you get 3 pushes, or if this is a specific trade of 2 pushes, if you get a right to take a profit, and you only take a portion of your position, you can move your stop to break even on the remaining position. Right? So after 3 pushes, break even. Okay? So what does that mean? Let's say you bought this bar. Boom. Your stop is below that bar. Let's say you had on the first RDI, you can take this one because both of them are here. So this is 20 average. So you do 2 lots here, 1 lot there, and 1 lot there. Okay? This is 1 push. 1. This is 2 pushes. And now you get to an order up here. Boom. Let's say you get out 2 here, negative 2. Right? So now you got 2 positions, you got 2 lots left. You now move this stop to break even where you're break even on your initial entry. Right? Initial entry. This becomes your stop. Now these 2 lots, you can lose profit, but you're not going to lose an original capital. All right, so that's the break even stop. You move it to the price of your initial entry. Break even stop. All right. What's the next stop adjustment? It is called pivot. Stop adjustment. Okay. Pivot stop adjustment is easy. You know the first move up. First move up. Oh yeah, hold on. No. Break even is only on pushes, right? Not on new highs, just on pushes. Okay. So here's your first move. Here's that pullback. That pullback stays in the upper 50%. You get your mandatory add here. Now, when your stop, here's going all the way back up to the prior high. This is 100% retracement. We don't need that. We just need 80% retracement, more or less. 80. You get a little bit before the new high, before the high, the peak, right? Now you have a pivot. You don't have a pivot down here by zero. You have a pivot once you get most of it at 80% or more. That's when you have a pivot. So now, if your stop was initially here, you can now move that stop right under that pivot. That's called a pivot. So this is a pivot. Drop. Come almost all the way back. Now you have a pivot. This is not a pivot. Drop. Flip. No, that's not a pivot. Do not move your stop right here. Do not add here and then immediately move your stop here. Big mistake. Big mistake. Let me show you why. It's because of the double dip syndrome that happens very frequently. Here's the double dip syndrome. Your stop moves up, pulls back, stays in that upper 50%, you add 1 lot. Okay, boom. Okay. You bring your stop up because you had it, stop drops back, gives you another buy, and it's this one that goes. So many traders get knocked out on this double dip phenomenon. They stop that right there. And so remember, if you are in the range of this power, it's still helping you. But sometimes the first one doesn't go, and it's the second one that does. And the reason why, this is the ultimate trade. 2 in, 2 add. But the reason why I break this add into 1 and 1 is because of the double dip. I want you to be able to grab that double dip. So that the double dip, here's a pullback, add 1. Now, if it was no double dip syndrome, I would add 2. But I'm saving 1 just in case you get double dip. Add number 2. There's your 2 lots. There's your 2 plus 2 trade. You're breaking the add up into 2 parts to save you from the double dip trapping you. You understand that? Does that make sense? You got it? You let me know. And some people smart, but much listen to me. All right. So you don't have a pivot until this comes almost all the way up. Now it's safe to move that stop under that pivot. That's all pivot 1. Now you have a stopping form pivot 2. So you have uptrend pivot 1, is pivot 2, is pivot 3. So then you just stop, go like this, pivot. That's pivot 1. Now once you move all the way back up here, you got pivot 2, then pull back again, move back here. Now pivot 3. Your pivot seems to go on and on and on. All right, same thing on the downside. All right, let me get this price out here. Pivot 1, pull back, 80% retracement. Okay, now pivot 2, stop adjustment. Okay, 80% retracement. Okay, now you got pivot 3, and so forth and so on. Now, what I will say about pivot stops is that they make the most money. When they work big. There is a problem with pivot stops. Pivot stops, if this is where your last stop is, you lose too much gain when you have to win. Sometimes when it triggers. But we got to fix for that. Don't worry. I just want you to know when to do a pivot stop on an 80% retracement back toward the origin of that pullback. Okay, so we got the break even stop, and we have the pivot stop. You know how you pivot based on the 80% rule. Okay. Now, the next stop, after you have the double dip, it's not double dip, it's double dip, but not making sense to stop adjustment right away. No. But good question. You don't have a pivot. I was saying, what if after the second dip, in 5 seconds, you adjust your stop right away? I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Because you don't have a pivot. So we do it. And was asking the question, is the 2-bar rule apply when you adjust the stop? No, not necessarily. This is a personal trading choice. But the general formula I give you right now is 2-bar stop rule under initial stop, 1-bar stop rule on all the stop adjustments. But there are some traders who have found that 2-bar stop rule is better for them, and it's okay. You start off with my basic formula, and then you can tweak certain things over time based on your experience. It's not the same for every trader. Good question. All right, what's the next stop? My favorite, big bar stop. So you guys know that we talked about that. So you line this bar, boom, stop under low. You add above this red bar 1, this is left. You add above this red bar 2, and you use big bars. Big bar, big bar. Now, here's where a dilemma comes into the equation. First of all, I love big bar stops because big bars, I told you, protect you. So once the stock starts to take out its big bars, it's no longer healthy. So once the stock starts to break through its big bars, it's losing its health, right? Okay. There are 2 options here. Here's your initial run. And you can have big bars in this run where you put stop under the big bar during the initial run, right? Stop under the big bar. However, in my mentorship program, I don't allow them to use big bars on the initial run. They use big bars after the pullback. So now big bars are applied on this side of the pullback. On this side, no. Now, let me tell you why. Because I'm developing them. I'm maturing them. I'm seasoning these traders. And the best way to season a trader is to have them live through the first pullback of every trade. So look, they buy, two lots here. They sell only one. They can't sell two because now they have to leave something in, and I want them to live through this, live it, experience it. If I have them adjust to a big bar here, this pullback eliminates their trade. But that defeats my purpose of them living through the pullback. This is one of the best ways to develop, to live through the first pullback of every strong move. Now, some pullbacks are going to frustrate you by stopping out. Some big pullbacks are going to do that. And you're like, wow, I'm so glad I did pullback. But I'm going to leave it to you. I'm going to leave this to you. You can do, for instance, if you buy here, boom, stop. Look at that big bar. You can do it. You can move that stop under there if you like. That's your choice. You can move that stop under that big bar if you like to protect your gains. But just understand that if you don't have first pullback, you are increasing odds to get knocked out, and then boom. So, can you do both? Absolutely. And here's my guideline for combining both. If you are fighting position, as this buy would be doing, you're under the 200, right? Do it right away. Any big bar, adjust. See? If this is happening above here, do not do big bar. Stop on the initial move, pull back, and then do it over here. Tell me you understand that. Does that make sense? All right, common sense. But that is the big bar stop adjustment. Maria's asking, if you apply the same stop adjustment when the pullback goes beyond the 50%? Good question. So the big question is this. Here's a pullback. Here's your 50%. But now, you drop down here. You drop past the halfway mark, right? No, the 80% becomes whatever you think I can drop to. Am I typing for? That's right, you dropped to 50%. Good question. Tells you guys thinking. And also now, but here's something interesting about this. Because your move down now is so big, your profits got to come down here too. And you can be big bar stop adjusting on the way to your 50%. Right? If you, it's just 30 if you get really big up, right? So, guys, Microsoft, 500 Microsoft, do it now. So, now, position is against you. Let's experience this. Position is against you. Color is in your favor. All right? I would say, you got a flat trend is not helpful. So it's a double X. But what makes it still takeable? Yeah, right, so it's this that rips through a chunk of the opposite color. I would take guys, that's right. So now we see, now there are two options here, right? I'm not going to keep this long. What's your entry price on this? 1%. All right. Let's see if we get an option to have. Let's see if I can get you a follow formula here. And by the way, guys, you love it? I'm curious. The opposite color. All right, yeah, got it. So once you have your combinations down, once you've got the strategies you play down, it's just numbers. Do it. And that's how you build your experience. You know? All right, now, you see, some novices are getting a little nervous, but remember, you got this bar. So this bar shoots power this way, right? So you don't be afraid of that. Okay? Now, there are two ways you can play this. You can put your stop under the whole movement here, or the bar. You have both options. A lot of times, Trio still considers this part of the move, right? Okay. All right, so we got big bars. So we got break evens, we got pivots, and we got big bar. We got 3 of the 7 covered. Then you have bar by bar. That's every bar. Small bar, medium bar, big bar. It's every single bar. Now, when you do that, let me flip to NVIDIA to show you that. It's going to show you. Okay. So let's say, for instance, you take this left here. Let's say you buy this bar that is breaking through these rays, right? Okay. Boom. Let's say you stop. You say, I'm going to go under the beginning part. That's where I'm going to stop down here. But when you buy this bar becomes a big bar. Now, because you're under the 200, you're going to use big bars right away. I'm going to stop under this bar. You buy before it was a big bar. If it became a big bar, stop under the bar now. This is the size of the bar too. Move that stop under that bar. But see, this is not. Well, as you start to move far away from the swing, now it doesn't matter what size bar. Every bar. Now I've reverted it. Bar by bar, stop, out. Boom. I grab the top of the move. So when you move away from the swing, it's not big bar anymore. It's every bar. When you are near the swing, it's not every bar. It's only big bar near the swing. If you're near the swing. But when you are away, it's every bar. You want to get tight away. And that is the bar by bar. And guys, listen, you roll, you don't choose your finger. You roll from one to the other, whichever one happens next. If it's pivot that happens next, pivot stop. If it's the big bar that forms next, now use a big bar stop. If you move away, now it's bar by bar stop. Do you understand this? Do you understand the roll? You're rolling from one to the other. Beautiful. Loving it. All right. Beautiful. Nailed it. All right, nailed it. Okay. That's actually from a trigger that was like one of the big things. Nailed it. And we recorded it and put it. All right, so let's continue. You got break even. Okay. You got I should have myself watching. Right. So okay, so we got break even. You got pivot. You got big bar. You got bar by bar. We're away. Ready to add, guys. You know what to do. You know, add above this topping tail bar. That topping tail bar. Add above the topping tail bar. You know what to do. All right, like this. What's the next stop adjustment? Pivot. Big bar. Bar by bar. Now it's color. Uh-oh. The color stop adjustment. Nice. Now what's the color stop adjustment? Okay, we're going to show you there. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. JPM. Okay, now let's say JPM. Oh! Topping tail bar right off the 200. Oh! Okay. Stop with the high. Okay, now mandatory add. Oh! You take this one if you want to. Okay. And let's say you do what I say. So you take some, let's say you take some profits. Let's say you have 3 lots. Let's say you take 2 lots off on this move somewhere down here. Anywhere down this one. But you say, Oliver says living first, Oliver likes triggers, living first pullback, here's first pullback. All right, look at that. Now you add here. See that add? Boom, 1 lot, nice. And then here's the double dip I told you about. If you bring that stop down too fast, you get knocked out right before the trade of your life. So this is why this drop did not come almost all the way to that low. But if you drop it too fast, you're in trouble. So I always want you to be able to grab that double dip. Okay? So, you live in the first pullback. Oh, now, is after this first pullback that you can now, let's say, start applying these additional stops, right? So what is the color stops? The color stop is when you get the opposite color, your opposite color, your short, your opposite color screen. You get a green bar, 2 red bars after it, red, red, you can move your stop to the green bar. Now let's go over again. See the green bar here? Green bar. You need 2 lower reds. This red doesn't count because it's not lower. So 1, 2, 2 lower reds. Boom, move your stop above that green, above that pivot line. See the green? 2 red, boom, boom, move your stop on top of the opposite color. If you're doing the color long, all right, let's take apple. Look, red bar, green, green, move your stop under the red. Red bar, green, green, move your stop under the red. All right. So we get the opposite color. This is a pivot stop. Drop 80% back up, pivot stop. After pivot, you get big bar. It inches up. It's a big bar right there. Then another big bar right there. All right. And you're out. Unless you took profits here. You're supposed to be taking profits here. That's a new high. Now, remember, because really your new high is here. Remember, you ignore the tails of highs and lows. So boom, boom, there's your takeable profit. You don't take all of it and you get stopped out here on the rest. All right. Did we buy Microsoft, guys? You got that in there? All right. Just one more time. All right. Now, you need this move to at least achieve 80% before you move to pivot 1, right? Exactly what we're covering now. You guys understand this? If you let me know. All right. It's the same thing over and over again. And guys, look, if it's not out, it's just one trade in a lifetime. Who cares? If you're going to do this for the rest of your life, this trade's not even all that important. You never lose. It's one trade in a lifetime trade. Don't give the trade so much respect that it starts to control you. And then eventually, also what you're building your experience. That's what matters the most right now. All right. Okay. So now we got the color stop adjustment. Beauteous. So my daughter's 25 now. She said that she was big. I said beautiful. She said no, that is beauteous. I want you to get beauteous. That's what she said. Okay. Break even. You got the pivot. You got the big bar. You got the bar by bar. We're away. You got the color now. All right. Okay. Good job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 2 more to go. There's the 8 MA trailing stop when your stop displays power trailing characteristics. Look at the video. Let's go back to the video. Is that what we do? No, this is perfect. I got one. Well, I can't say it's perfect, but it's still true. All right. So here at this part, this stop is power trending down. So look at that railroad tracks with the 20. See railroad tracks? Perfectly even. There's no movement back to the 20. You split the baby. Use that 8 period moving average. You don't want the 8 on here. Then split it, and you're close enough. Like here it is. I have the 8 on my little charts, not the big ones. So see that 8 there? Now, a lot of traders on moving averages will do the 2 bar stop roll because remember the 8 is like a trend, it's like a mattress. You do one moving average is like a trampolines, one. So they do 2 bar stops on moving average stops. Okay. All right. Only use the 8. Okay, you only use the 8 on power trends. It is a terrible stop on any other scenario. Awful. It's a stupid stop for anything else. It's only superior during power trends. Okay. All right. So we got 1 more to go. We're almost there. Break even. Pivot. Big bar. Bar by bar. Oh, see Microsoft. Getting that 80%. Pivot stop. Pivot stop adjustment. You guys are learning. All right. Color. 8 MA. And last stop. It's time. Tiempo. Time stop. What's a time stop? I'll explain. All right. Take care of your business. Do what you need to do with Microsoft. You know the formula. I'm going to explain time stops to you. When your stop pauses over time, and starts to waste your time, you can adjust under the time. That's called a time stop. And there are 2 types of time stops. This is one version of a time stop. You see this move sideways, it's saying this move down anyway. It's just on a different angle. But when your stop starts to waste your time, you say, this thing is wasting my time. Okay? Move that stop under time. If you break the time, you're out. Okay. The other version of time stop is this. You can have like a 10 or 12 bar time stop, which means that if your stop goes sideways 10 to 12 bars with no progress, you can kill the trade. Now, a lot of traders don't do that. Some do. Some say time is money out. Okay? If your trade in 10 to 12 bars is making no money, then you're probably not losing trade anyway. You know what I'm saying? Guys, if your trade in 10 to 12 bars has not done anything for you, it's probably a losing trade anyway. It's probably a stop out anyway. So you'll have to experiment with use that. That's when I'm not going to force on. Time stop. That's why I make it last. It's last on my list. You can ride the whole thing out and never do time. Just get stopped out on the bus. Or you can incorporate some time in your play. At least you have it as a tool. It's a tool in the toolbox. All right? Beautiful. All right. And there you have it. Set it correctly one more time. Break even. Pivot. Big bar. Bar by bar. Color. Time. See that? Sure. AMA. And time. You roll from one to the other, whichever happens next. You roll from one to the other, whichever happens next. And guys, if you do this, you become a master faster. I like how they rhymes. You become a master faster. You know why? Because the biggest component of mastery is trade management. This is your trade management system. I just given it to you. You got a trade management system. Now think about this. You now know to the penny where to get into a stop. How crazy is that? It's not like, well, I'm going to get in this area around this, more on that. No, to the penny you know where to get. 1 penny above the other bar. 1 penny above the tail bar. 1 penny above the bar. You know to the penny where to strike. Wow. Wow. You know where to protect yourself to the penny. Or to the dollar. Max to the dollar. Event to the penny. Wow. You know precisely when to add to your play. You know how many people don't know that? Wow. Precisely. All right. All right, so guys, remember, take care of your business with Microsoft. Take care of your business. Do what you're supposed to do. All right. And you know when you have a right to take profits, and now you know exactly when and where to move that protection. There's nothing else. Think about it, guys. There's nothing else. There's no other parts. Nothing. Entry, protection, add, adjust, profit take. Entry, protect, add, adjust, profit take. Those are all the components of a trade. And you know every single component. It's pretty beautiful. Now, repeat, 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 repeat. Doesn't matter if your repetition is producing losses. Don't focus on it right now. Focus on the repeat. Focus on repeating every step properly. Repeat, 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 repeat. And I promise you, in the beginning, it may seem like there's nothing happening. Except losses. In the beginning, it may seem like you're going backwards. In the beginning, it may seem frustrating, like I'm not making any progress, but you are. Repeat, repeat, repeat. The seed is just living around. The repetition is the watering of your seed. You understand? Do you understand this? All right. And one day, that repetition raises your experience to a point where something magical happens. Right? So first, your experience. This is what happens. You start here. Repeat, 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 repeat. This is the most frustrating period. That you're losing while you're repeating, mostly. Stop. Just like stop. There's that ultimate turn. And when you come back, this is being born again. Right there. You're born again. You're not the same trader who started here. This trader died. This trader was reborn. Right there. And that's the process. But you need to do this first. It's just the way it is. It's like, it is this process that makes this and all the other things I taught you yours. It stops being mine and starts being yours. The training wheels come off. The rules drop because they're a part of you. No one today has to give you a rule. Okay, write this down. Don't kill anybody. Thou shalt not kill. No one has to tell you that. You're beyond that. Maybe at some ancient time, people needed that written down and taught to them. Thou shalt not kill. But you're beyond that now, so no one has to tell you that. You see, in the beginning, you need the rules. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not lose more than 100. Thou shalt not, thou shalt not. But later, you don't need those. You know what's right and wrong from your own experience. But before you gain experience, you have to use something. You use the commandments. So you don't need commandments anymore. And that's the growth process. All right, guys, so, all right, stop on Microsoft, move on. One trade, no problem. We gave it a shot. It didn't work. And that's just life. But what I want you to do is experience loss. Just make sure you lost right. Did I lose right? Did I lose right? Was this play properly taken? Ripped through a whole bunch? Yeah. Did I add the proper time? Yeah. That's beautiful, actually. Did I bring that stop to the pivot properly? 80% retracement? Yeah. And I stopped out. Now be proud of that. That's a proud stop out. You know? Wait a minute, what's happening here? What are you doing? What are you doing? All right. Boom. All right. And there you go. Now, this is the very last thing. You should practice these things on Trading Sim, of course. If Trading Sim, if my Trading Sim is not a financial burden for you, and guys, I fought for you to have a price that no one else in the world gets. You understand that? Trading Sim is not my company. I don't get a single penny. It's but I negotiated for my traders a price that's a little bit lower than everybody. If it's not a financial burden, you should be doing Trading Sim and practicing on Trading Sim. It's only going to speed up your experience building period. And what a lot of traders do is they practice several opens before every wheel opens, so they're in sync with it. They're warmed up. So they might play 2 or 3 opens, 30 minutes before the market to speed up the data, right? So you can play an open in 2 or 3 minutes. A full 30 minutes in 2 or 3 minutes. And they practice, or they practice at night, or they practice when, like, if you get a $200 gain today, you don't want to go in after your trading, but then you revert to Trading Sim practice. So yeah, absolutely. Is it better to have Trading Sim or just a personal choice? You see, they both have pluses and minuses, right? So the practice account, can you do it on weekends? No. Can you do it late at night? No. The Trading Sim's 24 hours, 7 days a week, right? So, you know, and in the practice account has certain things that the Trading Sim can do. So it's a personal choice, but you know, if nights and weekends are important to you, maybe we'll do practice account because at least you're keeping things consistent with what your real account's going to be. Trading Sim is more practicing the concepts, you're not practicing your platform or anything like that. So there are pluses and minuses. Now, there's one last thing I have to cover with you, then we're done for today. And that is your journey. Your journey. You're going, starting tomorrow, you're going to start this journey. This journey is going to be built 20 trades at a time. Starting tomorrow, you're going to go through the formula, go through the process 20 times. You're going to get 20 trades. You're going to try to do each trade right, enter right, initial protection right, add correctly, adjust correctly, take your profit correctly, repeat, and repeat this formula 20 times. You have to make no changes or adjustments during this 20 block period. Just take the trade, follow the formula 20 times. Once you get to 20, now it's evaluation time. Do you have more money at the end of 20 trades than you did when you started 20 trades? The answer is no, we have work to do. Because it is impossible to do this correctly, to take position correctly, all that. It's impossible to have 20 trades not to be profitable. So something went wrong. Do you understand? It's not as it's almost impossible. So something went wrong. Now, here's what you do. You take the biggest losing trade, start with the biggest losing trade of this one, and just go over the chart again. Go back to it. Go to the chart again. Say, right here, stop there. And find what went wrong. What made this loss the biggest losing trade? Was there a mistake? If you can't find it with that trade, then you say, no, I made a mistake. Now go to the next biggest losing trade. The mistake is there. When we find a mistake, oh shoot, I forgot to take profits on the new high. No. Or I forgot to raise my stop to the big bar. No. Whatever it is. Maybe you find, so whatever mistake you find. Now, it's time for the second set of 20 trades. Now, the second set of 20 trades, your mission is to do every trade as perfectly with the formula as possible, but with one extra goal. Do not commit that mistake for 20 times. Don't repeat it. Mistake is your do not repeat that mistake for the next 20 trades. So while you're going through the next 20 trades, you're trying to follow the formula properly, and you're not committing the mistake. So you're like, good, Oliver, I'm on trade number 16. I'm killing this error, and I've got 4 more trades to go. You should be able to tell me that every single moment of your life. Oliver, I'm on trade 12. I've got 8 more trades to go, and this is the mistake I'm killing. Every moment I ask you that, you should know that like that. Oliver, I'm on trade number 6. I've got 14 more trades to go, and this is the error I am working on. You should never be placing the trade without working on error. Never. Now, here's the magic. If you can get through 20 trades without committing the error, it's gone. Out of your life, you killed it. Now, here's a couple things. You can't work on 2 errors at the same time, so you might find 4 errors in it. Pick the biggest one. You can only kill 1 error at a time. It doesn't work the other way. If you have all the others, pick one. The next set of 20 is dedicated to killing that error. Now, if on the second set, you got through 20 trades without killing, and you kill that error, you didn't commit that error, and you still don't have money, that block of 20 trades is not producing money, something went wrong again. Now, do the process again. Start with the biggest trade. Go to the next one, until you find an error. Once you have found an error or chosen an error that you want to focus on. Now it's the third block of 20 trades. You're going to grow 20 trades by 20 trades. Now, your goal is to commit each trade, follow the formula as quickly as you can, and each trade focus on not committing that error. You get past those 20 trades without committing that error. Now you kill 2 demons. Gone out of your life. Now listen to me carefully. I promise you, if you get through 4 to 5 rounds of this, that's 100 trades, right? 80 to 100 trades. And you have killed 4 to 5 errors, I promise you, you're going to find yourself profitable. Because what is initially stopping your profits are the errors that you're removing one by one. You can't not get better removing errors. It's impossible. Because the errors are what's blocking your profits. Your profits are there. They're just being blocked or held back by these errors. If you eliminate 4 or 5 errors from your life, how can you not be better? How? Impossible. And you do this 20 trades by 20 trades, error by error, flaw by flaw, demon by demon, until you reach that day that you are profitable every 20 trades of your life. That's the goal. Every 20 trades, I have more money than I had before these 20 trades. And when you achieve that, you have arrived. You're a 20 trade trader. You can make a living right there. Every 20 trades, you have money. Every 20 trades, you have more money. Every 20 trades, you have more money. You're now arrived, but we don't stop it. Oh no, that's not where you stop. That's actually the start. Becoming profitable is the start of your journey. Now we start the real journey. The real journey is toward mastery, not toward profitability. You don't have to be a master to be profitable. There are plenty of profitable traders who are nowhere near mastery. Right? So profitability and mastery difference. So now you're profitable every 20 trades. Now we go to mastery. Then you drop to number 15. Then your goal is to be profitable every 15 trades. We're getting more, working toward more efficiency now. If you're not profitable every 15 trades, start that process again. Find what went wrong. What made you not profitable every 15 trades? Now commit the next 15 without that error, so on and so on. Once you become profitable every 15 trades, drop to 10. And you work on the level of 10. Eliminate some things there, so you're profitable every 10 trades. Then after every 10, every 5. You'll work there for a period of time, so you become profitable after every 5 trades of your life. Then you drop to 3. If you arrive at 3, oh my God. Every 3 trades you have money, you become a freaking money printing machine. Do you understand this journey? The journey toward mastery. This journey starts tomorrow, traders. Do you know how many traders don't? How many people messing around in markets every day? They don't have a journey. They just have a hope. There's no path laid out for them. Their trades don't mean anything. They just want to win. They just wake up today and hope it's better than yesterday. There's no journey. There's no path. There's no plan. There's no map. Each trade doesn't have this incredibly important purpose. I'm killing a demon. I'm killing an error. So every trade takes on this special meaning. And please know this. If you commit the error again during 20, you start from 0. If you got to trade 16 and you made the mistake again, you start from scratch. You got to get through 20 without it. So 20 trades. Every 20 trades is one step forward. Not every trade. Every 20 trades is one step forward. Tomorrow, your new life begins. All right, Leah is asking, when do you use stop and reverse? All right, let that be the last thing. There I go. Let me see if I can find one here. If anyone knows one, let me know. Oh, okay. I'm going to create one for you here. Oh, real cool. Roku opens here, drops. That's the power surge off of 200, no? Absolutely. You enter anticipation, 2 lots. The perfect stop and reverse is the bar you enter almost immediately and violently gets removed. So this is the bar you enter on, and boom! Almost as soon as you enter the bar gets removed. Violently. Stop and reverse right there. 4 lots. 2 to cover, and 2 to get off. I'll even do more actually. So if the stop and reverse is simple. You need your reason immediately and violently taken away from you. Almost as if the stock says, wait a minute, here comes Leia, here she comes, she's injured. Okay guys, you got her, boom! Is she dead? Did we kill her? That's the stop and reverse. Now if you get your reason removed gradually, that is not a stop and reverse. Do you understand? Do you understand me? You get it? It's an immediate, almost life-removing reversal. If it's not like that, it's not a stop and reverse out. But don't reverse it. It's the violent ones that knock you into last week. That's your stop and reverse. I would do it right here because this red is being erased now. Can you do it here? Okay, but that's late. You're leaving so much money on the table. Your stop is under here. Guys, look, waiting is usually riskier, right? But you have been conditioned to believe the opposite. Do you hear me? Waiting is often riskier, but you have been conditioned to believe and feel that it's the opposite, and that's in trading and in life, generally speaking. Waiting costs you more. So MU was not violent. Well, what's the difference? How many bars did it take to remove your reason? Is that what I'm talking to you about? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Like, come on, look, the difference should be very clear. You don't look at one that shows up. Right? Right? That's not, you didn't get knocked in, it's not pleasant, but you didn't get knocked into last week. But this move on. I just told you, I'm going to do it one last time here. The best stop and reverses, all right? Listen to me carefully so I don't repeat this thing. Is when you get in, and boom, immediately your reason gets removed. Not like this, 1, 2, 3. That's not what I'm talking about. All right? Cheers. Congratulations. You completed the first step in your lifelong journey toward becoming a master of this. Now, you go build your journey 20 trades by 20 trades. You come back to me once a week. We go back into the locker room together. You come in with your coach. I am your coach. I'm your mentor. And we work on things. Then you go back and start building your journey 20 trades by 20 trades again. Then the following